Hello, my darling Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. I'm going to do a good old-fashioned Celtic cross for you using my guardian angel messages for you today. If it resonates, my darling, you are hearing it within your divine design. If it does resonate or I resonate as a reader, don't forget to hit that like button, perhaps to comment. Thank you for all your wonderful, wonderful comments, Scorpio. To become a member, to subscribe to this channel, or if you would like to have a personal reading, my gift back to you is to offer pay what you can readings. The information and the link to my website to book that is in the description box below. So let's move forward with the reading and see where you are right now, central to what is happening in your life. Where are you right now in terms of your energy? Thank you, Spirit. You have got the Four of Fire has come out for you, but it is upside down. So I am feeling at this time that whatever energetic structure is in your life, it is not a feeling of contentedness at the moment about it. There is a non-acceptance of where you are. There is a resistance to where you are right now, my darling. And that understandably is making you feeling both discontent and also rather a little sad. Let's see the challenge for you at this time. Thank you. The Strength card. The Strength card is to say that in terms of where you are, one of the ways of helping yourself at this time is to be non-resistant, is to walk away from something, is to let it go, is to send it, the burden of it, to the universe and ask the universe to dissolve and dissipate it from your life according to your divine design or anybody else's divine design. But the more you are pushing against it, the more you are falling into it, the more it is persisting in your life. So when you feel that energy of wanting to move forward into something quite forcibly, do the opposite and fall back into letting go and relief and just acceptance of where you are, because you are being supported at this time by Spirit, and you are being asked to kind of move through this with an understanding this too shall pass, but to just turn your attention away from it, even just for a few minutes, a few moments, whenever you can remember to do so. What's in your recent past? Thank you. The Four of Earth. So not letting go of a situation, to dwell on it, to sit on it. And I think there's an expectation of somebody that hasn't done that. There's an expectation of somebody else to do something about this, which has created in you a feeling of frustration and a feeling of feeling trapped as well. What's in your near future, my darlings? Let me know if you like this style of reading, more about getting to the heart of the matter, the nitty-gritty of the matter, perhaps more sort of straightforwardly than I normally would do. I have Eight of Cups has come out for you, which is you walking away from a situation. So I do feel that everything is leading at this time with the circumstances and the events and the experiences that you're being given to walk away from something and to feel really, really good about doing it as well. It's walking away with no burdens, not carrying anything with you, deciding this is what you wish to do, releasing the past, releasing the burden of responsibility. And I know that you feel that at the moment, maybe that's not something you can envisage happening, but this is an energy that is moving you forward to do that. And it may seem like an uphill struggle, but actually you're going to find it easier than you thought. Actually, the fear of doing it is worse than the actual event itself. What is the sort of possibilities for the As Above card for Scorpio at this time? Thank you, Scorpio. For Scorpio, thank you. The As Above card, too many cards come out. Just one card, please, Spirit. Thank you. We have got the Six of Swords. So this is your As Above. This is what you have been asking for. You know, you wish to, I'm going to put my card somewhere. You wish to move on. Okay, you wish to come away from this situation. This is what you are envisaging happening. And this is an energy of feeling, okay, there is a relief, there is hope, there is moving towards something else. And it is also letting go. So there's a great aspect here of taking your attention away from this situation and handing this burden over and going with where change seems to be taking you at this time. Kind of lean in towards that. Go with the change, just like somebody who is sailing a boat will always work with the wind. So work with the change, work with the winds of change that are happening for you at this time. Six of Swords is a very peaceful card. What is down below? What is your subconscious mulling over at this time? What is your subconscious kind of sending out a signature of at this time? And it's always beautiful if the two align with both the conscious and the subconscious. Thank you, Spirit. Too many cards, please. The Three of Fire is come out for you, the Dreamer and the Lovers. So I very much feel that you subconsciously are creating this desire within you as well. So even if you wish to move on from this, at the same time, alongside of that, supporting that energy that you're giving out as a resonant signature is one of desire for this to happen. And it's closer than you may think. That's why walking away, leaving something, dropping it, letting it go, all of it is in your near future. So that is your Three of Wands. Let's have a look at external energies around you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. External energies around at this time. Too many cards, but I saw the Ten of Wands. Just one card for Spirit. Thank you. The Four of Cups. So there is a sense around you that is not part of your energy, but it is affecting you. It is an affecting energy. It's the Four of Cups. So whomever this is concerning at this time, this is somebody who is in a place of very much focusing on the lack at the moment, very much focusing on the loss, remorse, the upsets, and not actually seeing what is the sort of opportunity or the gift that is being given by the universe, because it's always in hindsight that we can look back and see that something actually has been a blessing in disguise. There is puzzlement with this person. There's a huge amount of puzzlement. I think they're focusing at this moment in time very much on the present, as opposed to what has happened in the past, or even the opportunities for any future, but they're very much focused on the present. And they are slightly closed off. And I think that's why you're finding it difficult to perhaps have conversations with them, or to get a point across that you might wish to make. Alongside of that, you have the Awakening card. So this is the Hangman. So this is a time of them not really going to step out of this. They're being given experiences and things that are happening for them right now to try and encourage them spiritually to see things from another perspective. And this may take time, but at this moment in time, you're being asked to let go of the situation, which I see you doing, and coming away from it. And, you know, it's not necessarily walking away from it in terms of physically walking away, but it's energetically walking away from any expectations of it, or any expectations of somebody seeing something the way that you do, because we should never ask for somebody to see the way that we see it. It's about the acceptance of ourselves, also means the acceptance of others, that they're exactly where they're meant to be in their life, just as we are exactly where we're meant to be within our divine design, and that they will understand what they're meant to understand at the time. And perhaps there's other experiences and things that have to happen for them to allow them to have a shift in their perspective, just like you have gone through and are going through as well. But we all have our own direct perspective of life, and it can come from all of our experiences, and deeply rooted conditioning can go back to when we were babies. You know, if a baby is around people who are clapping, it tends to try and clap. So there are things that are triggers within us all the time that go back, that have a root cause. And sometimes when there is discord and upset, is because of conditioning, reactionary responses that we are giving out that are based on what we would have done as a child. So they are sitting within this space. Okay, let's see what else. So let go of the control of trying to get somebody to understand something, or trying to get up to somebody to do something, and just let go and allow the universe to do this. What else is coming in for Scorpio with regards to this matter? We have got the end of the Three of Swords. So we have the end of sorrow has come in. Do you see this card here? I'm feeling with this card that, you know, this has been it's almost come to a point for you, and it's been a sort of cumulative experience that is actually reaching its conclusion within the near future. And let's see what else Spirit says. Advice from Spirit. Thank you. Advice from Spirit. The Page of Cups. Be very encouraging for discussions that come from a soul-to-soul place. Try and come away, as I said, from any discussions that are based on a retaliation of a remark that's been made. Come more into a space of listening to understand. Despite how uncomfortable sometimes those conversations can be, they are very rewarding. They are very encouraging. They open up more dialogue, more communication, more heartfelt communication. When somebody feels like they're being listened to, sometimes that's all that is needed in the moment. And do it in a way that, despite maybe not believing all of it, you recognize and understand perhaps how somebody else might also be feeling, that they might be feeling very uncomfortable and not quite sure what to say and how to say it. So be encouraging, be sensitive, be open-hearted about this. You have a huge amount of compassion within you, within the Strength card. You have a powerful voice, and sometimes I feel that when you are expressing yourself, perhaps people can perhaps this one other can feel that they're not being heard in you expressing yourself, and that's because you feel so powerfully strong about this. But in allowing the word discernment is coming through to me, and I did a reading today on discernment, allowing yourself to discern, to dismantle what you might be thinking and feeling into actually what you're truly thinking and feeling, and actually what you know is the response now to give to this person, and to allow those open air discussions, to allow the flow, the cycle of those discussions to evolve in a way that they're meant to. Just start the conversation saying quietly to yourself, thank you for this discussion happening the way it is intended within our divine, that everything that is meant to happen within this discussion to happen. Thank you for me letting go of control. Thank you for this, for whatever that needs to be said to be aired. And thank you for me listening to understand. Thank you for them listening to understand as well, and not just to reply. And could I now have an outcome card, please, Spirit? Thank you. Based on these discussions. Thank you, Spirit. Justice. So very, very clear, and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So there is the potential of great healing happening here and growth happening here within this relationship. It doesn't matter if this relationship is a love relationship, family, friends, whatever it is, my darling, there is great healing to be had here. And it is an embracing of that, rather than us having a tendency sometimes to wish to get a point across. Sometimes within this space, it's better just to let things evolve as they're meant to grow as they're meant to sleep as they're meant to. But this is the Justice card. And so this is saying that, you know, to be fair, to be just, you know, when we sit in judgment of another, we are putting ourselves in a very strong opinion of something that is very difficult to sway us from. And that opinion comes from our perception, comes from our life's experiences, comes from our expectations. When a judge will sit in judgment of something, they will look at everything, and they will look at it fairly. And the universal laws are always fair. They're always without judgment. They're always done according to the law of cause and effect, the law of correspondence, the law of karma. And so this is a situation that is saying it will be resolved. It will be resolved fairly. It will be resolved for everybody's greatest good. And if you allow the universe within its beautiful guideposts to guide you at this time within the aspect of spiritual laws, and for you to do your part to come away from perhaps wishing to control the outcome of this and come more into the flow of it, because I do see potential of happiness here. And let's see what else wishes to come out. Tell me a little bit more about this Justice card. Thank you. I saw The Ace of Wands there. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about this just card. The end of this stuck situation, the Ten of Swords. The end of you not feeling quite what to do. The end of perhaps this feeling of unfairness that has happened as well. The end of misunderstandings, the end of confusion, the end of sort of stuck fear energy. It's liberated energy, it's movement forward, it's that freedom from that. It's a period of recovery as well. Thank you. Tell me what happens after the Ten of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. And because you're in alignment, my darling, with wanting this to happen, moving on with the Six of Swords here and wishing for it to happen as well, you've already set in motion a course of events and experiences that are facilitating this change. The Sun card has come out again as well. And alongside of that, you have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Cups. So this is that success of this situation for you, whatever that might mean for your greatest good. You've also got the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel that it is a recognition of what has, in hindsight, what has been created, what has been achieved out of the fairness, the justice of this situation, and what has taken a great deal of perhaps what we might consider effort or work to get to that point, but it's recognized as such. Pay attention as well to a lot of little things that are happening at this time regarding the change that's happening. If this is something to do with a separation or a divorce, pay attention to what is happening, the aspects of that, and what focus you're giving as well to this. Because you want to see this as not as an ending that has failed, but as something that is successfully concluded for the greatest good of everybody involved. And it's been very fair as well. But with or without any paperwork involved in this, that same concept comes in as well. And, to be truly fair, to be truly non-judgmental, is to come into that spirit state of being. It is to step away from the mind, from the feelings, from the thoughts that are happening, and to step into a place of saying, do you know what, I have no strong opinions, I don't know anything at this time, and I'm ready to be enlightened, my darling. So that's the sort of handing it over, that's the letting go. And I talk about sometimes that it's to take the wu-wei approach, that to work hard at something is not to force something. It's to create a liberated energy that then creates things beautifully. And sometimes when we try and make something happening, we're causing such a resistance. But if we can do it with going with the flow, the wu-wei approach, acting in accordance the way things are, going spontaneously with the flow. If we don't know enough not to do anything, let it be thy will, not my will. And that allows for this wonderful Ace of Cups, a very beautiful healing situation for more than one person involved here. This is an emotional settling, emotional fulfillment, and emotional peace. And it's also to understand that that there are gifts. There are gifts to be given here from what has been a very perhaps unfair, unjust perspective that you're happening, but there is gifts to be given here, and they are emotional gifts. Thank you, Spirit. Last card, please. The Two of Swords. So I know that there is some confusion for you right now, and you're not quite sure which way to go. So within this period of indecision, and within this period of a pause in your life, hand this burden now over to the universe and ask the universe for assistance, because it is there. It is there. It's saying to hand it over. It is saying that it will be resolved. It will be in balance. It will be fair. And that's the most important thing. Thank you, Spirit. And to do, that's what they're asking, to do things differently now, okay, with the Nine of Wands, to step forward and to say, do you know what, this is my desire, this is what I wish to happen. I wish for it to be resolved. I wish to walk away. I wish for there to be new emotional, fulfilling experiences. I wish for it to be fair for everybody. And, you know, I'm going to do this differently. I'm not going to try and control this now. I'm going to let the universe step in, because there is growth here, and there can be peace, and there can be new beginnings for everybody. So there we are. I don't know why I keep pulling, but I seem to keep pulling. But I am going to wrap it up now for you, my darlings. And I trust, and there's that Ace of Cups has come out again. There's your new beginnings. So let me know what you think about doing a Celtic cross and a much sort of more focused spread like that. If you do enjoy that, then I shall continue to do that. I might flip in and out of doing that more higher level readings, but these are your readings, my darling, so you must tell me what you like, what you wish to receive. So much love to you all. If you haven't yet watched your Scorpio yearly reading, do check that out on my channel alongside your January reading as well. But otherwise, I have my daily readings during the week. So much love to you, and take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for your support, Scorpio. Take care. Bye bye.